Cool. I appreciate you guys for appreciating my pretty little slides, okay? Appreciate you guys. But cool. So let me just put my phone on do not disturb. So when it comes to routine, guys, understand that every single person is going to have a different routine. We're all going to have different routines, okay? And we're all going to have different priorities. We're all going to have different levels in which we can do things. And this is something that I remember Bell's actually talking about on his 90-day game plan call. And he mentioned it quite consistently. And I think that is the most important thing is just understanding your level. So I'm going to get into it and hopefully you guys can take a lot of notes. So when it comes to results, and the results that you experience now, this is mainly a training for our 700 1Ks, 2Ks, of course, you can take a lot from this as well, but I really wanted to make it specifically for people that are part-time in this industry, okay? So when it comes to your results, it all comes down to three things: daily structure, how you structure your days, how you are operating within your days, if you are, prioritizing this business, if you're prioritizing content, if you're prioritizing what are the things that you are actually prioritizing during the day. Then you've got your priorities. So say for example, you're a mum, you've got kids, okay? That's going to take up a lot of your time as well. If you are, say for example, you have a job, that's going to take up a lot of time as well, okay? And then of course your consistency is how much you're putting into this every single day. And I remember when I was at my first ever ranks in my first ever company, it was actually 600, and it took me a year and a half to hit that rank. And I remember when I hit that rank, I was still working as well. And it was trying to balance this and work while also making this my first ever priority. And when it came to it, I had to understand my level. Okay. And this is something that Bells went through, and I think it's really, really powerful, is choosing your level. So I want you all of you guys to really just sit and think, okay, what is my level? Okay. And what I mean by level is how many hours can you put into this business on a daily basis? If you are level one, it's 0 to 4 hours. If you are level two, it's 4 to 8 hours. And if you are level three, okay, it's 8 to 12 hours plus. Okay. Every single full timer here are 2Ks and above and some 1Ks as well. We're normally doing 8 to 12 hours plus. If you are level two, okay, if you're a level two, you are 4 to 8 hours, you're doing 4 to 8 hours, maybe you have other commitments, maybe you're a mum, your job, whatever the case may be, and then 0 to 4 hours, same thing. So just drop in the chat box what level you guys are, if you're level one, level two, or level three. I just want to see um who and where we are. So two, three, and it's okay if like you guys are a full timer, but you're doing a level two. Okay. It depends on your priorities, and we're gonna go through that. I said level five. It's just 24 hours up in this. You guys are jokes. Okay, cool. Amazing. So yeah, so your level is just knowing what to do within that time that you have. So say for example, you've dedicated 4 hours to this a day. Understand that if you're doing 4 hours and the next person is doing 12 hours, your 4 hours compared to their 12 hours, they're going to get results much quicker than you have. It's not to say that anyone's doing the wrong thing. It just means we have different daily structures. Okay, cool. So let me go into it. So habit stacking, and this is something that is mentioned in Atomic Habits. And if you guys haven't read the book, I definitely recommend to read that book. But Atomic Habits really talks about how to build habits and incorporate them into your daily routine and just making things as simple as possible. Okay. So what it says is habit stacking is attach a new habit to something you already do. So what I would definitely say, guys, is instead of saying I need to find time to work the business, or I hear a lot of the time of I haven't had time to do my content, or I haven't had time to do my follow-ups, or I haven't had time to check in on my team, or I haven't had time to do this. If you have a certain, like, you do your daily things and you attach it to something else, then it makes it easier for you to complete the things that you need to do. Example, I don't have morning coffee. This was just, but I have morning tea. Okay. So when you're having your morning tea and you're sitting there and you're not actually doing much during that time, you can do personal development. Maybe you can do reach outs or whatever the case may be. Or even if you're sitting down and having breakfast and you're doing something while you're doing it. What I like to do is when I'm in my cabs, I'm always on calls. Like if you guys know me, I'm always in a cab somewhere, going somewhere. In that cab ride, I'm using that time to jump on calls, clear my messages, and I'm doing two things at once. Okay, so I'm habit stacking. Okay, maybe after you drop the kids to the school, that's when you can do your content because they're at school, they're out from your day. You know, that's where you can create content and you have time to really knuckle in on the content. Maybe during, yes, again, during your traveling, maybe you can listen to personal development and you can take notes on your personal development, and then before bed do following up with prospects. This is just ideas, okay? But you just want to habit stack. So the things that you set throughout the day that you know you have to do, incorporate something with it, okay? And this makes the business fit into the life that you've already got going on rather than it feeling like something separate and you don't have a lot of time for. Okay. And I always get asked, like, what's the perfect routine and what's the perfect things that you need to do on a daily basis? And I'm going to be honest with you guys, there's no perfect routine. My perfect routine is not going to look like your perfect routine. Your perfect routine is not going to look like my perfect routine because we all have different things that we need to get done on a daily basis. Like, if you have a set day to do laundry and that's a Saturday, but on Saturdays this other person does batch content, your routine is completely different, okay? So habit stacking is doing multiple things at once where you're able to do two things at once, basically. Okay. Me, I do like my vibrational plate. You guys, I don't know if I do my vibrational plate. I've been telling some people about my vibrational plate. And while I'm on that, I read as well. So I'm literally reading the vibrational plate. So I'm doing two things at once. Okay. Um, so just habit stacking, okay? Just doing two things at the same time. Cool. So you're just ticking more things off, okay? So core actions that will build your business that you want to incorporate in a day-to-day basis, okay? These are your core actions, okay? Don't your words shake, Sam? Oh, I was thinking, what are you talking about? No, because I read, I've got Kindle on my phone, so I'm just kind of, it doesn't, it's not really that bad. It's actually quite simple. No, it's fine. I was thinking, what are you talking about? But no, you're good. Cool. So core actions that will build your business. Number one, reach outs. I think a lot of us get so consumed with content and creating content and pushing content out there. And just as important as that is, it's important to do your reach outs as well. So how many people are you reaching out to? How many people are you building relationships with? How many people are you exposing the business to? Because too many people wait to go viral. They are waiting to go viral and they're waiting for their 10 to 15 messages a day, and you're not doing reach outs. And reach outs back in the day when there was no social media, there was no TikTok, there was no nothing like that. We had to do reach outs. And our daily MOs was about 50 reach outs. And we had a thing is 20 before 11. And I don't know, I think Josh will be able to remember this. We had something called 20 before 11, where we all had to send out 20 messages before 11 a.m. So it was called 20 before 11, and we all had to send in proof before 11 a.m. that we've done 20 reach outs. Like that was there was no such thing as TikTok. There was no such thing as like going viral and all of those things. It was literally reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, so then get on a Zoom and present. So reach outs, please don't underestimate the power of reach outs. Like it's still a thing. If you're not doing it and you're just waiting for yourself to go viral, you're really, really kidding yourself and you're really playing yourself short, okay? Number two, recruiting. And what I mean by recruiting is you don't, yes, it's great to get personals, but you also have to do the work to get the personals. So that means getting people on freeways, like getting your uplines on freeways, or if you're already someone that can already do freeways, make sure you're doing the freeways. Make sure you're trying to jump on as many calls as possible. Make sure that you're exposing the business to as many people as possible. How many people have you sent your join my team video to today? How many people have you sent the YouTube video to today? That's part of recruiting, okay? So how much have you actually done that today? And you always want to evaluate yourself as well. Make sure to save time in evaluating yourself of like, what did I do today? How many times did I expose my business today? How many times did I do, like, did I reach out? How, like, what's the responses like? Am I more getting ignored or am I not getting ignored? Because what I found with a lot of people, you send out a basic reach out message and you're getting ignored. I spoke to probably about three people about this where I just shared my script and I said that I send voice notes. There was one girl that sent over 100 voice notes to someone using my script and got 47 replies, compared to where she'd done it previously and got zero replies just sending her messages off. So it actually works when you send voice notes. So yeah, I'm just going off on one right now. But anyways, yeah. Number three, content. Make sure that you're making time for content. And what I've recently started doing is just recording everything. Like I'm actually, for the last few days, I've literally just been recording everything, okay? And just producing as much content as possible. I'm batching it, I'm creating reels, I'm doing all of these things, I'm doing day in the lives. And guys, I definitely recommend day in the lives. Like I done a day in the life yesterday, and the response that I got from it today was absolutely insane in terms of like just people that have just been following me for a while, and they literally like I haven't spoken to them in ages, and they like probably about 4 or 5 people reached out just from that one video alone, where it didn't go viral, it didn't have tons and tons of views, but in terms of people actually getting to know you, it really really helped. And when it comes to like day in the lives and stuff, don't be the person that says like, so this is me making breakfast, and then this is me reading, and then this is me running a call, and then this is me. Like actually speak about what it is that we do. Maybe give some gems, or like say for example, I was recording me doing this call. I was like, like I love pouring into my team. I feel like it's so important about my, and I'm not saying I'm just here doing calls. I'm like speaking about the actual thing, if that makes sense. Anyways, so content, make time for content. Number four, product utilization, using Snapper Pro, jumping on John Oliver's sessions, maybe studying, maybe learning how to use another scanner, copy paste trading, whatever it is. Okay, product utilization, get good at using the product. I'm not saying you have to make 10K a week like some people, okay? You don't have to do that, but actually utilize the product and know how to use the product. Okay, cool, cool. Number five, promoting. Can I go on a rant? Can I can I go on a rant? Guys, just drop a yes in the chat. Can I go on a little bit of a rant? Just give me permission. Okay. We're all 700 plus on this call. And promoting is one of the things that we should be very, 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 very good at, okay? If we're not good at it, it's fine. But it should be something that we're constantly doing. There's an event this weekend, and I'm not going to say anything. I've just noticed that people are not so loud about it, or as loud as they can be about it. Number one. Number two, promoting as well is also promoting calls. Why is it? Now, I'm not in everyone's chat. I'm not in everyone's chat. But why is it that sometimes only, and this is sometimes, only certain, let's just say certain people are promoting the calls? We are all leaders here. If there is a call, I encourage you guys to promote it as well. So if you know that there is a scanner training today, if you know that there is a Damien's call today, like do not leave it until to your upline to promote the call and constantly like promote the call. You know that the call is running, promote it as well. Like don't just sit there and be a viewer of your own chat. You are contributing. From time you're a 700, you are a contribution to what it is that's going on here. You are a part of this movement. You are a part of it being a success. That means participation. That means participating in your own community chats and bringing the energy in your own community chats, not ignoring it and not acting as it or having your chats on mute. Like that's insane to me. That's insane to me. Okay, you're like just what Melando said, like we all play a part. Let me open my window. It's absolutely hot in there. But we all play a part. So as a 700, don't feel like you can't promote a call. Don't feel like you can't post something in the chat or answer a question. Like be encouraged to do so, because you are a part of the movement that we currently have going on. And it also builds your credibility as well. When your team see that you're active in the chats, when your team see that you are promoting in the chat and you are, sending in the chat, it reminds them, okay, like this is the person I've bought into. Like it's not just a ghost in the community. They actually play a part in this community, okay? So please, you are a part of the community. So yeah, okay, cool. Number seven, team support. That's your team that you have enrolled, your personals as well, depending on your business, whatever the case may be. But team support, you always want to incorporate time for that as well. And then, of course, personal development. Now, I want to be very, very careful when it talks about personal development because this is something that I've noticed as well. As a 700, your personal development is different to someone as a 2K. As a 700, your personal development shouldn't include leadership. I'm going to be completely honest. As a 700, you're not necessarily a leader yet. You're becoming a leader. Don't get me wrong. You are definitely becoming a leader, but you're still developing those leadership skills. Meaning, at a 700, at a 1K, your personal development should be how to it really should just be about mindset. It should really just be about knowing your goals. It should be about gratitudes, affirmations. It should really about the self-confidence. When you get to like 1K, 2K, that's when you really start learning about leadership and how to lead a team and influence and all of those things. But as 700, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, 700, your personal development, it shouldn't take up a lot of your day. It doesn't have to be about leadership. And at 700, and I've done this as well, so I can definitely talk about it. I felt like I was the leader. At 700, I felt like I was the leader. I was running my own calls, I was running my own game plan, I was doing all of these things, and I was forgetting that I had someone to actually learn from. I had someone to learn from that I wasn't using because I just went off on one. So please, your personal development is not learning how to lead a massive team. You're not there yet. Your personal development should probably take about half an hour maximum out of your day. Okay? Treading carefully when I say that. Treading really carefully when I say that. But okay, cool. So, core actions that will build your business. Okay. So, let's now talk about the levels. Level one, if you are level one, okay, this is your 0 to 4 hour people. This is for people that are building part-time, and your goal at this level is to stay visible. Now, what I mean by visible is content and putting as much content out there as possible. You want to keep recruiting, meaning you want to do your reach outs, you want to do your getting your upline on freeways, whatever the case may be, and staying connected with your team as well. A lot of people enroll people and forget to check in on them. You should never not know how your team is doing. You should never not know how your team is doing. It is still your responsibility to check in on your team. Even if you have someone, if you have your upline doing it for you and doing it with you, it's still your responsibility to check on your team. Okay, so priority activities, if you're at a level one and you're doing 0 to 4 hours, your reach out. Okay, that probably takes about half an hour. And the 20-20-20 rule, if you guys know what the 20-20-20 rule is, just drop a one, you do, drop a two if you do not. I just need to know. Everyone should know what the 20-20-20 rule is. Okay, for those of you that don't know what the 20-20 rule is, maybe you're a bit shy or maybe you're new to these calls. 20-20-20 rule is when you are messaging 20 people. So you're messaging 20 people. So this is your reach outs. You can respond to people's stories, etc. You're engaging with 20 people. So you're liking and commenting on 20 people's posts, and then you're following 20 people. And then 2 days after, you can unfollow the people that didn't follow you back. This builds your Instagram, gets you more followers, gets your content out there, and gets people watching your content because you're commenting on their content. Okay. Then your business grows through conversations. So make sure you are having as many conversations on a daily basis. Number two, recruiting. Always be moving people towards a decision. Whatever that looks like to you. We went through recruiting and then content and then study network marketing. This should be your personal development. I'll become that's your personal development. Study network marketing. Study the industry that you are trying to become successful in. Okay. If you don't know about how to prospect, you don't know how to follow up, you don't know how to launch someone, you don't know how to invite people to a call, You want to get good at these skills. Study network marketing. If you don't study the business or the industry that you are trying to make six, seven figures in, it doesn't make sense. So study network marketing. These four things I would say are the priority at level one to incorporate into your routine. Your reach outs, recruiting, content, and study network marketing. Those four things. Okay. Leaders, if I've forgotten anything, feel free to add. But I think those are the main four things that you should be doing at level one if your hours are 0 to 4 hours. Okay. Cool. That's level one. Level two routine, people have more flexibility in their schedule. This is 4 to 8 hours. Okay. So this still includes your reach outs, it still includes your recruiting, it still includes your content, but it now also includes your promotion of events, promotions of presentations. Maybe you're at a point where you're hosting your own presentations, okay? And when you are running your own presentations, and I want to be really light when I say these things as well, if you are getting two people in a presentation, just ask yourself how productive of your time is it? Okay, just always ask question of is this a productive use of my time? Could I be doing something that's actually going to get me better results? Okay, big calls. Okay, so that's also like calls like Chris's and Damien's yesterday. Okay, and then in-person meetups as well. Don't be afraid to meet people in your team. Obviously, the lounge, the business lounge, and everything like that. If you want to do in-person meetups, okay, this is your 4 to 8 hours, people. Presenting, okay? Start getting comfortable with presentations and presenting the business because one day you're going to be doing it for your whole team. If you're 4 to 8 hours, you should really know how to present your own business. Number six, team support. So spend time with support, spend time supporting your team. So anyone struggling with anything, affiliate conversions, helping people get results, all of that fun stuff. And then again, study network marketing. You're still 4 to 8 hours, so you're not full time in this yet, okay? Um, cool. If I've missed anything, feel free to add, but I think that's pretty much level two routine, what you should be doing at level two in terms of like things to prioritize, okay? Level three, this is your full timers. This is you do everything. Okay, you do everything. Okay, so of course you prioritize reach outs. Like I think everyone should be doing reach outs. I don't think there's anyone in the team that is getting 20 to 30 messages a day on their Instagram. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if someone's gone viral recently, but if you're not, you should be doing reach outs. Okay. Recruiting, again, we already went through those. Content, so your TikToks, your Instagrams, etc. Creating content, making everything content. This is content. Everything is like, even I'm recording right now. I'm going to make this into content. Okay. And like, I'm really brain it like trying to reprogram my brain into like content creator, okay, because our goal is to be as seen as possible, okay. So you're working on your influence during this time. You're working on your skill sets. Influence is your branding. Influence is just really setting the tone for the team. Influence is how many people you can help. Skill sets, you need to be learning your skill sets. So if you are closing calls for people, learning that skill set. If you are whatever it is, closing, invite, well, at that point you should really be good at inviting, but any kind of skill sets that you should know, you should be perfecting. Anything that you know that you're not good at, you should be learning to perfect. Maybe this is where you're now studying leadership, studying how to have relationships and healthy relationships in your team, how to get people to move, how to go through the phases of business. And this is where you're really just learning the skill sets of leadership, the skill sets of network marketing, the skill sets of building an online business, skill sets. Okay. I thought I had to put this one on because I'm talking to myself as well. Clear your messages. Clear your messages. It should never be a 2 day reply. Like I have now, I'm really getting into, I need to reply like 2 hours maximum. And I'm really trying. I'm really trying, okay? And different days it's going to be easier than other days because sometimes we just get so caught up with calls after calls after calls. However, clear messages. Clear, like that needs to be incorporated in your daily routine somewhere. just clear your messages, okay? Just clear your messages. Maybe incorporate 3 slots a day where you clear your messages because your team are reaching out to you. They have a question. They need your help. And I know we respond to the really important ones, but there's still the other ones where people are still relying on that response or waiting for that response. And it's just a level of customer experience as well. So clear your messages, guys, okay? And I know I'm talking to probably about 80% of you on here, okay? Because I'm with you guys, okay? Presenting, promoting, and leadership development in terms of self and team as well. So leadership development in self and then developing the leadership within your team as well. Okay. So that's level 3 routine with your full timers. This is probably 2Ks and above. This is what we really should be focusing on. We're pretty much doing as a full timer, you're pretty much doing everything. Okay. You're pretty much doing everything. Like you're going back to back. Okay. 12 to 12. Okay. Cool. Does this make sense? Shopper one, it makes sense. Shopper two, Sammy, I'm probably not listening to you. Okay. Just on a call and you just sound good in the background. Just good background noise. Okay, cool, fair. All right, cool. Lovely stuff. Okay, amazing. So what to focus on? You don't need unlimited time to build this business. You don't. Okay. You need to understand what is the most important. You need to understand what is most important to you, what's going to get you paid, and how to prioritize. And it was actually funny that I was at an appointment today and there was like the manager telling one of the staff members about priority, and it was so funny that I was actually talking about it today. But there was something where something needed to be done for the next customer to be served, and the lady that was working prioritized something else over the thing that was more of a priority. And it made me realize a lot of people go through life like this. A lot of people, they go through life where they don't know priorities. They don't know what's more important to get sorted out right now. So they just sort out the easiest and the fun thing first. If you guys have ever read that book, Eat the Frog, okay, it talks about doing the ugliest things first. Because when you start your day, you have the most energy, you have the most um just kind of vim inside of you. So when you are doing things, so the things that you dread doing or seem as long, do those first because you're going to have the energy to do them. Prioritize those because they will get done. So if you have 2 to 4 hours, focus on conversations, content, and recruiting. 4 to 8 hours, add promoting, presenting, and team support. Full time, you're building leaders and growing the organization. And understand that it's not about who is the busiest because people could be doing 10 hours of work a day, and during that 10 hours, there was no income producing activities. That it was just 10 hours. Okay, it's about who is consistent with the right actions. You have to be consistent with the right actions. Within that 10 hours, what are you doing that's actually producing you income? And really just understand like income producing activities. And this, some people might know what an IPA is, some people don't. But IPA, okay, is income producing activities. And this is activities that will produce you an income. So that is phone work, that is reaching out to people, that is your content, okay? Because those actions in the long run get you paid. Okay, so those are priority over, and you're gonna hate me for saying this, reading the book, okay? Over, you know, like income producing activities is priority of the priority. And then we can do the reading the book. And then we can do the the other the other stuff. Okay? Don't I know we have a mindset call in the morning, okay? And I'm still gonna tell you guys to read your books. But if it comes between income producing activity and reading your book, then it's income producing activity. Okay? Don't kill me. Okay, cool. Right. Everyone got their notes from this. I can move on. We all good? Just give me a thumbs up. Lovely stuff. Okay, cool. So make the right actions easy. This is something else that I took from Atomic Habits as well. Is making good habits easy to do. Okay, so if you set your environment up for success and you make things a lot easier, things don't seem as overwhelming. So boards, guys, drop a 1 if you have a boards and drop a 2 if you have no idea what boards is. And I'm not talking about the whiteboard. Okay, I'm not talking about whiteboards. I'm talking about Boards the app. Just drop a 2 in the chat box. You don't have Boards the app. Okay, about to change you guys' life. Please download it and ask your 2K and above about boards. Okay, this is an app that is going to save you from copying and pasting and copying and pasting and copying and pasting numbers, not numbers, just in copy paste trading at the moment, but copy and pasting messages and all of that stuff. It allows you to save messages on this app that you can literally just go on your keyboard, click on the message, and it will just paste the message. It's like saved quick replies. So much easier, and you can use it on any single platform. You can save videos on there, you can save recordings on there, you can save so much stuff on there. Like maybe your team needs the team schedule. Okay, you can save the team schedule photo on there. You can save the presentations that we send out all the time on there. You can save your link on there. Like it's so easy. Just make your life easier. You don't have to be rolling around through your notes and trying to find the presentation and trying to find your link, and you should just have it all in one page. Okay, so save messages, templates for reach outs. Okay, plan your content ideas in advance on Instagram. I have a whole file of content ideas, and anytime I see viral content, I save it into that file. Like I save it into that collection, okay? Just plan your content in advance. Like you don't have to sit there and be scrolling like I don't know what to post today. I don't know what to talk about today. Like you should already know like this is what I'm creating today. Okay? Keep a list of follow-ups of prospects to follow up with. I know so many people that do they do face-to-face prospecting and they never follow up with the people because they haven't added them to the list. We should always actively be adding to our VIP list or having some sort of place where people are getting funneled so we know who to follow up with. If you are not following up and then someone else is following up with your person, you're going to probably see that person get added into the group chat and it weren't from you. Okay? So follow up. Okay, make sure you follow up and you have a list of prospects to follow up with. Okay, and then schedule your time for your personal development, making sure that you are prepared. Okay, so make sure that you are prepared. Okay, so actions from the call. What time? Okay, amazing. Actions from today's call. Decide your level. Are you level 1? Are you level 2? Are you level 3? Knowing what you need to do in that level. Okay. Number 2, add all. Let me add all team calls to your schedule. You should know as a 700 when the Tuesday's basics call is, what time it is, and when it is. And you should know it's on your schedule. Like, guys, please, for the love of God, like that is the simplest of the simplest. Just at least make sure team calls are on your schedule. You know that you have to be on this 700 call every single week. And the only time you get reminded is when you check the 700 chat, not because you checked your schedule. Guys, like this was my schedule for today. And I've done this recently where every hour I know what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. Like, I need to know, okay? So of course, it was my mum's birthday. So this is literally from today. It was my mum's birthday. We've done morning routine, the reader vibrational plate, okay, leadership study. I'm getting ready, and make sure you're incorporating time for getting ready and getting in the shower, because if you don't incorporate that into your schedule, you're gonna be running around like a headless chicken, okay? Get ready. I need to get like little things done. I needed to have a team meet. I need to meet up with someone today. I needed to have calls today. I needed to get things done, and it all just went on my to-do list. Okay, and then I still had the 700 call, the affiliate training on there. I needed to do some things for this weekend, so I made sure to put it all in my schedule to make sure that I know what I'm doing today. Okay. So make sure that you're incorporating all these things. And what you can also do, this is on Apple. We love you, Android users, and I'm sorry, Rio, but I just don't know how to edit calendars on there, okay? I just don't know, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? But on the Apple one, what you can do, okay, you can actually set an alert. Sorry. You can actually set an alert, okay? for like 5 minutes before. So say for example, you've got a closing call, you can set an alert for 5 minutes before. Okay, so you can make sure that it alerts you 5 minutes before. You'll get a notification to remind you about that call. You can also add notes. And what I've done, okay, I'm feeling like Milando. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm feeling like Milando with the organization when it's come to this. Okay, like in my morning routine, I've added everything that I need to do in my morning routine in the notes. For this weekend, we've obviously got trainings and we've got events. In the notes for them, Milando probably is the only one on this call that already does this, but adding the address for each location for the where we're going for this weekend. Like everything is getting booked. You can also do this on Android. There you go. There you go, guys. There you go. But yeah, so stuff like that, just make sure that you're making your life easier. When everything is put down, you feel less overwhelmed because you know you just need to get things done, okay? So just make sure that you are setting alerts if they're important calls, you're incorporating time to get ready, time to, I don't know, do your laundry and all of these things as well, like your necessity things to do, like housekeeping and all of those kind of things. But then you're also incorporating time to check in with your team, do your reach outs, do all of that fun stuff as well, and then have any calls with your team as well. So that's pretty much, I think this is everything that I wanted to go through. That's everything that I wanted to go through, guys. But as a 700, as a 1K, something that I was really challenged with was finding the perfect routine and knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it. Just always ask yourself if you're unsure or like you've got a load of things to do, just complete your IPAs first. Complete the things that are going to make you money first, and then everything else comes second. Everything else comes second, okay? And just making sure that you're incorporating everything that you need to be doing. Like if you are a full-timer, it's back to back. If you are someone that is 4 to 8 hours, then you know the important things that you need to get started. So you know if I need to drop my daughter here or I need to go here with my daughter, what can I do during this time? What can I do around that time? What can I do when I drop them off? What can I do when I pick them up? Whatever the case may be. And then every night, for me anyway, as a night routine, I always plan my next day and make sure I know exactly what I'm doing the next day and what commitments I have for the next day as well. So tomorrow, of course, we have the leadership training that is going to be um in Canary Wharf, 2K plus leadership training. So I know that I need to be there at a certain time and that's within my schedule. So I know it's going to be silly of me to try and schedule a call at 12 p.m. knowing that the training is going to start there. So just make sure that you have those things and hopefully you guys got something from this call. But again, when it comes to routine, routine is key. Like it's key. Okay. With that being said, guys, appreciate every single one of you. Three things, two things, three, two things. Get your tickets for Friday. Every single one of you, if you're in the UK, guys, we have an affiliate training this Friday, and just drop a 2 in the chat box if you guys know who Zain Khan is, and drop a 1 in the chat box. You have no idea who Zain Khan is. Just let me know. Just let me know. Zain Khan is an absolute legend when it comes to network marketing, and he has offered to come down and do a training for us. And I absolutely, me personally, I love Zain Khan's like the way he like trains, the way he just carries himself on stage. Like it's so captivating. I don't want any of you guys, I don't even have to mention the amount of money he makes because that is literally the least part about him when it comes to his leadership. Like genuinely, he is such a great leader. I've learned so much from him, and I think a lot of people within the team can say that they have learned so much from him. So I would not kid yourself and I would not hold yourself back and I would not be in your own way of your own success and not show up to Friday and think it's not as important as Saturday, because it definitely is. So please make sure that you get your tickets for Friday as well as Saturday to be there on Friday. I know everyone's already coming on Saturday. I don't need to tell you guys about Saturday. And then, of course, we have the 700 plus mil on Sunday. So with that being said, I think that's all the things that I need to mention. I don't know if there's anything else that anyone else wants to say. If I've covered everything, y'all can, all good. Lovely stuff. Okay, amazing. Well, I hope you guys have a lovely evening. Make sure you clear your to-do list, clear your messages. Guys, clear your messages, okay? And with that being said, have an amazing evening, guys. Take care, and I'll see you all at 8 a.m. for our morning mindset call. Take care, guys.